Hey guys, just want to give the last meeting, the last quick YouTube video. No need to acknowledge this, but I just wanted to just have quick wrap up thoughts. So, again, this week there's some articles on artificial intelligence. It's really voluntary. What I want you to focus on is the presentation, what you're doing on Sunday, and the paper, or the presentation and paper, depending on if you're doing one or the other, and the final this week. So focus your attention on that. Um, as we saw in the news, if you're following Pensacola, you probably some of the same questions that are coming up there we've talked about in class, particularly in the last unit. How did you not know this was going to happen? What were the indicators? And more importantly, what could have been done? And that's kind of what I'm hoping you've taken away from this class. We talk a lot about history. We talk a lot about some past events, but it's not a history lesson. It's an attempt to make you look at things that are happening now with a lens and with an understanding that you might not have had previously based on some of those events in the past. The Pensacola shooting, whatever comes up next, hopefully you can remember some of those lessons from Fort Hood and Boston Marathon that we talked about in the previous class. For your final, you're going to have the Russia attack on our 2020 elections or our 2016 elections, and ask, what was the failure there? And the point is, well, one, it is to look at the 2016 election because that obviously hasn't been that case has not been finalized, but to look in the future, how can it be prevented in the future? Where are the breakdowns to ensure that in 2020 or whatever comes up next, that there's not a similar incident? So that's hopefully what I've impressed you in this course. What I will say is on Sunday, when we have our group 4 and 5 presentation, I'll also have a job talk. I know a lot of you are in this course for knowledge, a lot of you for credentials, but I'm sure getting a job, trying to get into the intelligence community, I think you're owed at least a decent shot at some of those parameters. So we'll dedicate the last 20 minutes on Sunday to that. So I encourage you to attend. And for those of you who can't attend, I'll just say this, and I say this for all my students, just look at me as kind of a resource going forward. Whether it's while you're in the program or when you graduate a year and a half, feel free to network with me. Feel free to LinkedIn with me. Feel free to give me a call. I'm going to grab coffee or a drink or something if you're in the DC area. I kind of, again, I think I can't speak for every instructor, but I think with your tuition that you're paying for this program, I think you deserve or you get me as a resource. So keep that in mind going forward. Let me know if there's any issues. And I enjoyed the class, and I look forward to meeting up with every one of you.